Hey y'all, it's Crystal. I'm just here today to do a review on some synthetic hair that I've been seeing in my beauty supply store lately. It's called Dios. It's handmade Remy hair. I use the Yaki line, and this is how the little card in the pack looks. I don't have the original package anymore, but I purchased this hair at my beauty supply store just to kind of see how it works. I don't normally use synthetic hair, but I was at my beauty supply store and I kept seeing this hair. It's relatively cheap hair. It's like $10.99 for a 10-inch, $11.99 for a 12-inch, and so forth and so forth. I just wanted to purchase the hair to see pretty much how it does. It says on the card that you can flat iron it up to 400 degrees. And I'm natural, so I love getting straight hair. And the hair synthetic, I would never sew synthetic hair. That's one thing. I know a lot of people sew synthetic hair, but me personally, I would never sew it. And in this case, gluing it just wasn't an option either. My hair is natural. For me to get it to lay down relatively flat to be able to put a stocking cap over it, it's just too much of a process. Braiding it down, putting the cap on top, and then sweating. It's too much like having a glued on wig. So I totally avoided that option. So I made a U-part wig. Nothing fancy, just basically made it to see how the hair would test out. This is my wig. This is how the hair came out. It's a little nappy. But for the most part, I was happy with this hair. My biggest thing about it, it took me like 6 hours to make this wig. The hair, the track is so thin and I was sewing them so close together. It just took a relatively long time, longer than I would have expected. The hair is a really nice hair though. I mean, it's smooth. It hasn't really shedded yet. Ever since I haven't worn it, but it hasn't shedded since I made it. It was only shedding when I was cutting it to move the track. Like when I was measuring each track, it would shed. But that's just from me cutting the track and the hair, coming off the track. But the hair, I think it's relatively good hair. Another good thing about this hair, I haven't tried to flat iron it yet, so I guess we can discover that at the same time. But the hair also comes with a invisible part. Now my thing about this invisible part closure piece is the fact that it's so thick. And it's just, I mean, sorry y'all, my nail broke. But it's really thick and it's really short. Like if you wanted to use this as a closure piece, it's really short. I wouldn't use it as a closure piece. I would just either do a natural part. If you're natural, then mixing it with this synthetic hair, or just making your own invisible part. So what I'm gonna do now is just kind of see if this hair will flat iron. It says you can flat iron it up to 400 degrees, so I just kind of want to see how that works a little bit. Like I said, I'm not gonna wear this hair. It was just more so me purchasing it because I didn't really see many reviews on it, or many reviews that were helpful to me, the stuff that I wanted to know. So I'm actually not going to flat iron that wig. I'm just going to get this closure piece. So this closure piece, basically what I want to test right now is just to see if it'll hold a bend or anything like that. I know some people will test it and flat iron it on a higher a higher heat, but I wouldn't necessarily recommend that because you can singe the hair, and you got to remember it's synthetic. So basically I'm just going to see if it'll hold a bend on the end. So sliding down, just bending. It has a really weird smell to it. Well, we see that it does bend, it does curl. So that's a plus. It does curl. That's really well. Up to 400 degrees. Yeah, that's not too bad. So it does curl, so they're not lying about that. One thing I would recommend, I haven't put the hair in my head, but I have put it on the wig. The hair, it does feel like human hair a little bit. It's not a big feel of human hair, but it is good hair. I would recommend this hair if you're doing like a quick weave or something